While the Congress is rallying behind its leader in Surat and also in the national capital, there does seem to be some trouble for the Congress party in the poll-bound Karnataka. We have breaking news coming in from there. Let's take a look at that. As Congress ticket aspirants and cadres are protesting outside the Congress Pradesh Committee office in Karnataka, the Congress workers have even threatened to consume poison if ticket is not given to their candidates. Fight has also broken out over selection of candidate in Tarikeri Assembly constituency. So high drama that is currently ensuing at the KPCC office in Karnataka. Remember, there's a poll-bound state. High stakes battle for both the BJP and the Congress. But right now, it is a battle within the party cadre and the party workers as to who should be the candidate, who should be given the tickets to. And you can see the dramatic visuals that are coming out of the KPCC office. We've also been told that this is a particular Tarikeri Assembly constituency, that is the bone of contention over there, where the selection of candidates was a problem and because of which this entire ruckus really started. My colleague Ritu is joining us on the broadcast. She'll offer more perspective as to what really is happening at the KPCC office. Yes, Ritu.
Well, exactly. You see, there's a huge chaos that has been seen outside the KPCC office. In fact, just from some time now that the KPCC president and also the other senior leaders will be doing a press conference, and there again you see before just that there's this chaos that has been seen and this is the Madiwala community who is in fact protesting, demanding tickets for their leaders, H.M. Krishna, where you see he is being seen as in one of the closest person of KPCC Chief D.K. Shivakumar. But meanwhile, there is also another ticket aspirant whose name is Srinivas, in fact, and also this is a kind of a rebel that we're getting to see ahead of the polls right now. But yes, we'll have to see to how that the KPCC president is going to handle this whole situation, because the Congress is also planning to release their second list, and seems like there is going to be some sort of an issue with the second list, because the party leaders and in fact the aspirants are hoping a lot now, and anyone who is upset will in fact be coming out right in front of the KPCC office and protesting over there. But what we do see right now is that you see, though the KPCC president has continuously requested the party workers and the leaders to not create any kind of an issue ahead of the election and remain silent, because the president has in fact also assured that the party will ensure that there will be one or the other post that will be given to the key leaders. And in fact, with the elections coming round now, one has to hope that the party comes back to the power and not protest. But yes, nothing seems to be working on ground.
But Ritu, what really had caused this rebellion? Who has this seat, the Tarikeri Assembly constituency? Which candidate has received that, because of which the protests are happening?
Well, you see, the party is yet to declare clear about the Madiwala, for the Madiwala community. In fact, that we will be contesting from that particular constituency, where you see, because there are two aspirants, one of course H.M. Krishna and another one happens to be Srinivas. And now that the supporters of Krishna are saying that the party is going to give ticket to the Srinivas, and thus they do not want that to happen, and the community, Madiwala community wants the ticket for their leader, and that's the whole reason they have reached out in huge number in front of the KPCC office, and there they are protesting and raising slogans as well that the party should prefer Gopal Krishna and not Srinivas. But we'll have to see how that the party will be able to handle the situation or not now.
So essentially, Ritu, you are saying that this is a preemptive sort of a rebellion that has happened. And right now, there is no announcement that has been made when it comes to the candidate from the Tarikeri Assembly constituency. But the Madiwala community wants the ticket to be given to Mr. H.M. Krishna. Is that right?
Yes, well, exactly. You see, that's the Tarikeri constituency, in fact, for which the Congress party is yet to announce its candidate, and where there are two leaders, in fact, as said, Gopal Krishna and Srinivas, who are being seen as on the line there. And now what the supporters of Gopal Krishna are in fact alleging is that the party is giving more preference to Srinivas and not to their leader, and which should not be the same, in fact, and the party should go ahead with the Gopal Krishna. So yes, of course, you see, we have, this is not for the first time that we're seeing this kind of chaos in front of the KPCC office. We remember earlier as well, right in front of the former Chief Minister Siddaramaya's house as well, so many party leaders, supporters reached out in a huge number, raised the slogans. There were also attempts, in fact, for alleged suicide as well, because of that, the kind of demand that they had placed it in front of Siddaramaiah there. In this case, we see what the supporters of Gopal Krishna are also alleging that Siddaramaiah, in fact, the former chief minister, had given the Madiwala community an assurance that their leader will be given a preference, but just now, that few days from now, that the party is going to announce its second list. There is no hope that the supporters are having that the party will go ahead and decide Gopala Krishna, and moreover, the preference seems to be Srinivas over Gopala Krishna. So that's the reason you see the supporters have reached out in a
Absolutely.
huge
So
number
despite
there.
that assurance by Siddaramaiah, the Madiwala community doesn't seem to be actually seeing one with who is the candidate that is going to be given the constituency, and because of which you can see the protest, because they are not very sure if the candidate of their liking, Mr. H.M. Krishna, is going to be given that seat or not. Right now, that infighting within the cadre is something that the Congress party also needs to look at, considering we are talking about the high stakes battle in Karnataka.